Police arrested her stepmom as her killer and thought the case was finally closed, until 4 years later when another girl was killed in the exact same way. Let's talk about one of Spain's most controversial cases, which brings us to Saturday, October 9th, 1999. Rocio spent the day at home, and at around 5:30 in the afternoon, she said goodbye to her mother and walked over to her boyfriend Tony's house. They made plans to go to a local fair with a group of friends, and they all agreed to meet there around midnight. Before going to the fair, though, Rocio wanted to go home and just kind of freshen up. The walk to her house was only 5 or so minutes, but regardless, Tony offered to walk with her as he normally did. But this time, Rocio said that there was no need, that it would just be faster if she got ready at her own house while he got ready back at his house, and that she would be fine. So she said goodbye to her boyfriend and set off. That was the last time that she was ever seen alive. She never made it to the fair. Rocio never spent the night out without telling anyone or updating her mom on where she was going, so something was clearly wrong. As soon as the sun came up, Alicia started calling Rocio's friends, but nobody had seen her. She then called Tony, and he said that he had actually fallen asleep and never made it to the fair either. So right away, Alicia filed a missing persons report. After this, Alicia got to searching right away. Her partner Juan joined in the search, and the two began the walk between Tony's house and their house. And during this walk, Alicia spotted a large, dark stain on the ground. As she got closer, she then saw a pair of sneakers that she recognized immediately. Those were her daughter's sneakers. The sneakers were blood-stained and had dirt marks at the top of them at the tip, suggesting that they were dragged on the ground. In addition to the sneakers, investigators recovered a blood-stained handkerchief and a single cigarette butt, which contained male DNA, but it didn't match anyone in the national database. Days passed, then weeks, with nothing, until 25 days later on November 2nd, when workers at a tennis club in Marbella found a body along the perimeter of the grounds about 30 minutes from where Rocio lived. It was partially buried under leaves and bushes, and the state of decomposition was severe. Rocio's sister Rosa was actually the one who ultimately identified her through her jewelry. Rocio had been beaten first, then stabbed once in the left side of her chest, likely as she tried to flee. That first wound would have caused her to collapse. Then, once she was on the ground, she was stabbed 8 more times in a tight cluster across her back. And then an entire year passed. But in early September of 2000, an arrest was announced. And this arrest is what turned this into one of the most controversial cases in Spain's history, because the person arrested had absolutely no physical evidence against them, no fingerprints, no blood, no DNA, no weapon, nothing. The person arrested was Loli, Rocio's former stepmother.